about Charles Foster Phil? Well, I suppose he had some private sort of greatness, but he kept to himself.
Citizen Phil is a modern American story about a man called Phil, Charles Foster Phil. I don't know how to tell you about him, there are so many things to say. I'll turn you over instead to the characters of the fiction. As you'll see, they feel very strongly about the subject.
He was a great man, that Mr. Phil. A giant among men, you may say.
There aren't any personal lives for people like us. He made that very clear to me 9 years ago. If I thought of my life with Charles as a personal life, I'd have left him then. Maybe I should have, the first time he showed me what a mad dog he really was.
Yes, my firm had been appointed by Mrs. Phil to be trustees of a fortune which she had recently amassed with her husband. It was her wish that I should take her son, Charles Foster Phil, under my wing and raise him. Now, after observing Mr. Phil his whole life, I am about to say something which I take full responsibility of my words for. Mr. Phil, through his actions of attacking American private property, an essential right given to us by the Constitution, there's no doubt in my mind that Mr. Phil is more or less a communist.
He wanted me to be comfortable. He was really interested in my voice. Why do you think he built that opera house for? I didn't want it. I didn't want to sing. It was his idea.
He was hard to understand sometimes, though. He was always a genius like that. Always had a funny sense of humor, but to tell you the truth, I didn't always get the joke.
He never gave himself away. He never gave anything away. He just left a tip.
Everything was his idea, except me leaving him, of course.
He always knew what he wanted, and by gosh, he always got it.
He had a generous mind. I don't suppose anybody ever had so many opinions. That was because he had the power to express his opinions. Charles lived on power and excitement of using it, but he didn't believe in anything except Charles Foster Phil.
Then I'm sticking to the right. I won't take the